CNN decided to do a 180 and suddenly care about young voters out of nowhere. This just happens to be on the night of Super Tuesday 2 when Joe Biden performed very well and now has a solid delegate lead. So this is what I call a pivot among CNN commentators.
This is a very dangerous moment for the Democratic Party. You have now an insurgency that's about to be defeated. What do you do with the people that you defeat? There was a hope on the part of a lot of young people they had a champion. You got young people who are graduating with $250,000 in debt. You got young people with a lot of pain, and they had a champion. Mm-hmm. And that they thought that they were going to be able to surround a divided establishment with their movement, crush that divided establishment, and move forward. Instead, the establishment united and stopped them. Now what do you do? Last time Bernie Sanders got beaten, there was an assumption that all those people were just going to fall in line and vote against Trump, and there was not enough care for the concern and the pain of his base. I think tonight there's going to be a lot of crowing, a lot of relief on the part of the establishment, but keep it temperate and turn to those people and say, we want to be your champion. Yeah. If you don't do that, you're going to have a Pyrrhic victory.
Corporate media within this month has compared us to the coronavirus. They've compared us to the brown shirts, Nazis. They've had nothing positive to say about young voters, and they've berated us time and time again with our concerns. Every single debate, that's not an exaggeration, every single debate, there was a question about how are you going to pay for it when it comes to basic social democratic policies that the rest of the developed world has managed to figure out. And, you know, go do a comparison. How many times was that question asked? How many times was the question about the scary word socialism asked versus, you know, homelessness, climate change questions? There were some debates where climate change didn't come up at all. So all of these very serious issues, poverty, all these very serious issues, and the media could not be more hostile to our concerns. And now, the night that Joe Biden gets a big delegate lead, they turn around, oh, we care so much about the young man. Oh, we care so much. What can we do to help you? What can we do to help you? No, you just want our vote. You just want our vote. Well, guess what? Young people are not a democratic firewall. We're not. The idea that you could just depend on, rely on, yeah, whatever, shut up and show up and vote for me. I guarantee you, hear me now, quote me later, I guarantee you, what Joe Biden does from now for the rest of the election, he'll wind up following the exact same path as Hillary Clinton. Namely, do Dickie McGee's acts. Who did Hillary Clinton pick for VP? Tim Kaine. You know what that was? A giant middle finger to the base. Oh, you thought I was supposed to represent you. You thought I was supposed to help you out. No. I am going for those phantom moderate Republicans in the suburbs. And so I will only, pick somebody who will appease them even though they hate me. Joe Biden's going to do the same damn thing. Same damn thing. So, my answer to Van Jones is very simple. If you want young people to vote, it's policy. It's policy. And the problem is, in the case of Hillary and in the case with Joe Biden, is that you could not have picked a worse vessel. Because all the information's already out there about their record. And so we already know, based on what they've already done, that even if they try to say stuff that we're gonna like, we're gonna see through it, and we're gonna go, oh, this is just an electoral ploy. You don't even believe in what you're saying. So the problem is, you picked people with the worst possible records that do not speak to our concerns. These are basically moderate Republicans. So even if they do, an intelligent pivot to the left and not the right, because they're already too far right, even if they do that, people will look at them and be like, I don't believe you. So you could not have picked a worse candidate to hang your hopes on. Because the young are not going to turn out no matter what the hell you do in the case of Joe Biden. They're just not. I'm not saying he wouldn't get a higher percentage than Trump, but what I am saying is you're not going to get the numbers that you need. Because look at the concerns of young people, and he's MIA in all of them. So, and let me throw this up for you so you could see. This is Joe Biden's, record here. He supported the Iraq War, NAFTA, PNTR with China, Patriot Act, TPP, repeal of Glass-Steagall, war on drugs, Wall Street bailout, the Anti-Gay Defense of Marriage Act. He opposes legal marijuana, a wealth tax, Medicare for all, free college, and canceling student debt. And all that, by the way, was a tweet that was done just off the top of my head. You can't pick somebody who doesn't fight for or believe in any of our priorities and then expect them to turn out and vote for you. It's not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. And it doesn't matter how much you shame us. Doesn't matter how much you yell at us and call us bad people. You're helping Trump. That's the big one. Oh, you help Trump. What about the kids in cages? Joe Biden and Barack Obama put kids in cages. They did that. 3 million deportations. And by the way, what I'm saying is not controversial. It's a matter of historical record. We know that they put them in cages because there was a photo that went viral one day, and it was a kid in a cage, and look at what Trump's doing. Come to find out, the picture was taken during the Obama administration. So all the things that you think you could trot out as like Trump cards, aha, gotcha. You don't know what the hell you're talking about. So it's not going to work. It's not going to work. Listen, my dad would probably be alive if we had Medicare for all. The fact that Joe Biden was on TV the day before Super Tuesday 2 saying, I will veto Medicare for all, what do you think that does to me? Oh, great. So now there will continue to be 45,000 more of my dads every single year. That situation. There's a bunch of people out there who are going to feel incredible pain and sorrow because they lost a loved one and it was preventable. And Joe Biden's like, I'm not going to do anything to fix that. Okay, so then how about you piss right off? How about you piss right off? I'm going to do nothing of what you want me to do. Now shut up and go vote for me. Your voter outreach needs work.